Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. We are looking at low 50s and sunshine until we get to this afternoon. Basically about dinner time, commute, home time, all that stuff. You can have rain cover the island from, let's just say, 5 p.m. till about 10, 11 o'clock tonight, Cande. And
okay.
Yeah. Then it will clear out.
It's got to happen. A Monday night isn't so bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, and the temperatures will be up, and there's no chance of
Saturday,
snow.
it poured. Boy, I thought never stop rain.
Oh my God! Saturday was cold and nasty.
Cold and nasty. Oh,
what is there?
It really
an echo in
was.
here?
What is there? An echo in here? Yeah, no, it really was.
And yesterday was just gorgeous, just incredible. Yeah,
Picture perfect.
It really was. A bunch of things here before we get to national days. I've been teasing this most of the morning. There was a study done on how to help social anxiety. Researchers in Sweden now it's a small study. They had 48 socially anxious women sniff samples of people's armpit sweat.
Oh, dear.
And it helped, Cande.
It helped what?
So they went through mindfulness therapy. That alone cut their anxious feelings by 17%. But then when they smelled a stranger's body odor, their social anxiety dropped by 40%.
A stranger's body odor
Yes.
lowered their stress level.
That's right.
I don't understand this.
It had a calming effect. I'm just telling you what researchers in Sweden did. They had a study. They had women who were afraid of social situations smell a stranger's body odor, and it lowered their anxiety by 40%. Had a calming effect. I don't know. Maybe it lets you, makes you more aware that, there's other people.
Get your mind off of it, maybe, because now you have this horrible smell in your nose?
I don't know. They do admit they need to widen the sample study
and work through it. Thank you.
So there, if you want to calm anxiety, I'm here. I could be hired for all occasions, Cande. I will show up.
I've heard a few of your jokes this morning off the air. No one's hiring you for either of those jobs.
I did try to tell you a couple jokes off the air that I heard.
Man.
And it's a good thing I didn't tell them on the air.
It certainly is, unless you need to use this radio station to fall asleep.
I am a terrible joke teller.
Whoa.
Terrible.
I got to wake up all over again now. Put me in a coma.
How about this one? A man in North Carolina named Jason Scott legitimately purchased a Maserati off of Carvana. You know the site Carvana,
yes, I've
right?
heard of it, yes.
All right, so this is legit. Guy goes on, he's got the paperwork, all right? Purchases this used Maserati for about $68,000 last November. It was a birthday present for his wife. He got it from Carvana, okay. Takes it to a car dealership to be serviced. That's when the technicians made a discovery. The parts on the car didn't match the year of the VIN, and they found a different VIN on the chassis. So they do some investigating. They call the police. This Maserati was stolen last summer.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. Now, this guy who owned the car legitimately bought it off Carvana. He was not the thief, but he was questioned by police. He was cleared. He showed the paperwork, all that stuff. They needed to impound the car. So Jason, the guy who bought it, he calls Carvana. At first, like any company, you'd figure they were being a little difficult with him, trying to get to the bottom of it. Eventually, to their credit, they refunded all of his money and an extra $1,000 for the hassle that he had to go through.
All right.
So you'd think that would be enough, but no. Now he's demanding $1 million for putting him through the chaos with the police and everything else. So,
well, maybe they'll up the ante from 1,000.
Yeah, I don't know. If I was Carvana, I might just stick to my guns.
It's not good for business, Carvana. Not good. You're not checking these things out. I don't know what's happening over there.
Cande, it is National Spanish Paella Day today.
Oh, I love paella. Good paella is delicious.
There's a great Seinfeld episode about paella, by the way. It is National Joe Day today.
Okay, is there a particular Joe or just All of them.
Anyone named Joe, I'm assuming.
That's a very common name, too. There'll be a lot of people.
What if I enjoy a cup of Joe? Is that okay? I mean...
Hey, I hadn't even thought of it.
But it is based on the name, yes. And it is National Scribble Day today.
My handwriting looks like I'm scribbling, for sure.
Yeah, and it could be any type of scribble. It could be like an art. You do a little doodle or whatever.
Soon I'll be scribbling and coloring with my Maeve.
You know, you're going to get little scribbles and pictures from Maeve, and you should frame them and hang them on the wall.
Yes. Oh, yes.
That would be really nice, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't wait till you... Now, she has not started doing that yet, right?
No, she's just 6 months old.
Okay, so when she does, you cherish those, all right?
She has discovered her love of cell phones. I will say that. All kids,
yes.
What is it? They love
It's the
their cell phone.
buttons. It's the buttons. Come
Really?
on. Yes, it's the buttons.
Jackie was wearing an Apple Watch. She had to take it off because Maeve kept dialing people all day long.
That's pretty funny. Yes, I would say it's the button because they make toy baby, cell phones, and it's got all the buttons and things.
That's what I got her. But between the two, she wanted my cell phone.
Yeah, no, I believe it. Cande, an 80-year-old in Canada, now holds a world record for donating more blood than any other woman.
Oh.
She started in 1965 when she was 22. And she's now donated over 200 units. That's 30 gallons of blood.
You can't have any of mine.
And her blood is type O positive, which is the most common kind. So it's in high demand.
My boys have O positive.
Well, a lot of people need it. So she's, doing
I don't like needles. They have problems with my veins. I don't want people to think I'm just selfish, want to keep all my blood. I have issues.
Yes,
Needles and getting blood out of my veins.
I understand.
I cannot do that.
A DoorDash driver got pulled over in Nebraska while driving on a suspended license last week. So one of the cops grabbed the food and delivered them himself. You see a lot of cops doing that these days, Cande. There's been many stories of that. If Uber Eats or
Mr. Police Officer.
Seriously, if your driver gets pulled over, a ticket, arrested, whatever. Yes, you see cops doing that. And 2 teenage girls in New Orleans just solved a math problem that's been stumping mathematicians for 2,000 years.
Wow.
It has to do with the Pythagorean theorem for sides on a triangle. That formula is taught in every geometry class, but it's not ideal because of something called circular reasoning. So they managed to prove it using trigonometry instead, and that's a big deal. They just gave a presentation at a math conference and were the only high schoolers in the room, Cande.
Wow, that's impressive. I just got anxiety. Maybe I need to smell your body odor because...
Here's my arm. I'm lifting my arm for you.
Gave me anxiety. Just the word trigonometry sent me off. Oh,
I do agree. My math was great. Up sequential 1, 2, and 3 regents. Told you I got 100 on all of them. But after that, once we went into the calculus and all that, no.
Listen, I passed the trigonometry regions by 1 point, and it was a miracle.
Congratulations.
So I got a math regions and English, whatever. I got them all, but that trigonometry did me in. 1 point. I passed.
Very proud. Hey, I'm proud of you. Good job.
I was pretty impressed myself.
Yeah, you should be. Cande, that does it. That's a great day, great Monday, and want you to have a great rest of your day, please.
I'll do my best.
Have sunshine to start. We're going to get rain later for the commute home, and later this evening, let's say 5 p.m. to about 11 p.m. in that vicinity or so. Could be a touch earlier in certain places, so just be careful on the road later. But the temps stay up to the low 50s today. We like that. I'm here till noon. Thanks to Ryan and Amanda, our great producers. Let's hit the roads. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.